Hello, my name is Teacher Albert. What is your name? Hello, Ming. Nice to meet you. Are you ready for today's lesson? Okay, let's jump right in. Today, you're going to learn more about household chores and also about adverbs of frequency. I will explain a bit later. So let's start with this warm up exercise. What are you doing, Ming? I make my bed. Good. What are you doing? I do the laundry. Well done. What are you doing? I walk the dog. Brilliant. Okay, so today we're going to learn more about household chores and how you can help your parents out at home. Right, are you ready? Okay, let's start. First, let's listen and then we're going to practice to ask and answer. Let's listen first.
Page 54. Lesson 2. Chores. A. Listen, point, and say. 1,
Sweep the floor.
2,
Take out the garbage.
3,
Clean the bathroom.
4,
Wash the car.
5,
Vacuum the carpet.
6.
Water the plants.
All right. I'm going to ask you, what are you doing? And then you can answer by giving the answer. Right. So what are you doing, Ming? Okay, good. I sweep the floor. What are you doing? I take out the garbage. Good. What are you doing? I clean the bathroom. What are you doing? I wash the car. What are you doing? I vacuum the carpet. What are you doing? I water the plants. Right. Okay, so let's move on. Right. Now we're going to look at adverbs of frequency. Right. Now, what are adverbs of frequency? Adverbs of frequency are words that tell us how often we do something. Like, for example, how often do you sweep the floor at home? How often do you take out the garbage? How often do you clean the bathroom? How often do you wash the car? How often do you vacuum the carpet? How often do you water the plants? Now, examples of adverbs of frequency are words like always, usually, sometimes, and never. There are many more, but today we're going to focus on these four. Always, usually, sometimes, and never. Right. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example and then we're going to practice. So if I ask you, Ming, how often do you sweep the floor? Then you can answer, for example, I always sweep the floor. If I ask you, how often, number 2, how often do you take out the garbage? Then you can say, I usually take out the garbage. Right. And then number 3, how often do you clean the bathroom? And then you can say, for example, I sometimes clean the bathroom. Right. And then number 4, how often do you wash the car? And then you can say, for example, I never wash the car. Right. And then number 5, how often do you vacuum the carpet? And then you can say, I always vacuum the carpet. Right. And then the last one, number 6, how often do you water the plants? And then you can answer by saying, I sometimes water the plants. Right. Okay, Ming, now it's your turn. How often do you sweep the floor? How often do you sweep the floor? Right, good. I always sweep the floor. How often do you take out the garbage? Right. I sometimes, or I usually take out the garbage. How often do you clean the bathroom? I sometimes clean the bathroom. Well done. How often do you wash the car? I never wash the car. Right. How often do you vacuum the carpet? I always vacuum the carpet. How often do you water the plants? I sometimes water the plants. Well done, Ming. Excellent. Right. Let's have a look at our next exercise. Right. Let's practice a bit more. Let's have a look at the picture. I will ask you the same question. What are you doing? You have to look at this adverb of frequency bar right over here. And then you must give the answer. Are you ready, Ming? Okay. What are you doing? Right. Or let me rather ask, what is she doing? Right. She usually sweeps the floor. What is he doing? He always waters the plants. Right. What is she doing? Good. She never cleans her room. What is she doing? She does the laundry. Right. Or she sometimes does the laundry. What is she doing? She usually washes the dishes. Right. Okay, well done. Right. Let's practice to ask and answer. Let's listen first.
Page 55. C. Listen, ask, and answer. Then practice.
What are his chores?
He always sweeps the floor.
What are her chores?
She always sweeps the floor. 1,
What are her chores?
She always sweeps the floor.
2,
What are her chores?
She never takes out the garbage.
3,
What are her chores?
She sometimes cleans the bathroom.
4,
What are his chores?
He usually washes the car.
5,
What are his chores?
He always vacuums the carpet.
6,
What are his chores?
He never waters the plants.
Right. Okay, Ming. Now it is your turn. What are her chores? That's right. She always sweeps the floor. What are her chores? Good. She never takes out the garbage. What are her chores? That's right. She usually cleans the bathroom. What are his chores? He usually washes the car. What are his chores? He always vacuums the carpet. What are his chores? Well done. He never waters the plants. Right. Okay. Right. So now you have to look at the picture and then choose the correct answer. What are her chores? That's right. It is C. She always vacuums the carpet. What are his chores? That's a very good answer. He usually washes the car. What are his chores? Good. He sometimes takes out the garbage. What are her chores? She sometimes cleans the bathroom. Right. Okay, so let's have a look at this song. Do you like singing? Oh, I love it. Right. Let's listen first and then we're going to sing together. Are you ready, Ming? Okay.
page 55. D. Sing. Always, usually, sometimes, never.
Always, usually, sometimes, never. What are his chores?
He always vacuums the carpet.
What are his chores?
He usually sweeps the floor.
What are his chores?
He sometimes waters the plants. But he never takes out the garbage. Phew!
Always.
Usually.
Sometimes.
Never.
What are her chores? She always vacuums the carpet. What are her chores? She usually sweeps the floor. What are her chores?
She sometimes waters the plants. What?
But she never
Never.
takes out the
Garbage.
Phew!
Always.
Usually.
Sometimes.
Never.
What are your chores?
I always vacuum the
What are your chores? I usually sweep the floor.
What are your chores?
I sometimes water the plants.
But I never.
Take out the garbage. Phew!
Right, that was a lovely song. Right, so what about you, Ming? What are your chores? Okay. Right, well done. Let's play a quick game before we end our lesson. Right, so this is a memory activity game. Right, can you put the words in the correct order? Right, I never take out the garbage. Next one. Can you put the words in the correct order? Right, I sometimes sweep the floor. Can you put the words in the correct order? I sometimes vacuum the carpet. Can you put the words in the correct order? He never washes the car. Right. She cleans the bathroom. Right, or she never cleans the bathroom. He sometimes water the plants. Right. Okay, Ming. For homework, I want you to think about what household chores do you do on which days of the week? For example, on what day of the week do you set the table? Do you set the table on Mondays? On what day of the week do you feed the fish? On what day of the week do you fold the laundry? On what day of the week do you go shopping with your mother? And on what day of the week do you take out trash? What day of the week do you clean your bedroom? What day of the week do you vacuum the floor? And what day of the week do you help your mother wash the dishes? Okay. I would love to hear from you when I see you next time, Ming. What your household chores are. See you next time. Goodbye.